Oh, welcome to the follow-up after show, kind of our web extra, the viewers that saw our big show. We've got a lot more to talk about. We have Lori Ziolkowski from Families Against Narcotics. She was with us on the big show. She's with us with the after show. We have a lot more to talk about. Let's just talk about access to Family Against Narcotics or trying to find help. Where do they go?
It
What
was
do they do?
it was a huge barrier for us,
Yeah.
and we are educated and have resources. And you know, if you're having a heart attack, you go to the emergency room and they'll help you. When to substance use disorder, people don't know where to turn. And so one of our programs, Hope Not Handcuffs, you can walk into any local police department and ask for help, or you can call 833-202-HOPE, and we will help get you services. And they answer that phone from 8 in the morning till 10 o'clock at night, 7 days a week. And we can navigate those waters because it depends, as you know, on insurance. On this treatment facility takes this type, this takes the other, and it's very frustrating to do that. The quick response team, as we mentioned in the big show, will come right to your door if you've had an overdose and provide those services for you. The other thing that was really lacking, especially when our daughter was struggling, is support for family members. Our daughter eventually did get treatment, and she had excellent treatment. Went to Brighton Center for Recovery 3 times, lived in recovery housing. But as a parent, there wasn't a lot available. So we do have some 12-step meetings, thankfully. We have some Nar-Anon meetings in our area, some Al-Anon meetings. But just like there are a lot of paths into addiction, there are a lot of paths out, and we were just looking for something different. So one of the things Families Against Narcotics created is a program called Stronger Together. We have a Stronger Together in-person meeting in Bay City, in Saginaw, and also in Chesaning, and you can look on the website. If you go to familiesagainstnarcotics.org, you'll see Stronger Together, click on that. But we also have virtual meetings, and those virtual meetings are general meetings, but we have two specialized ones. One is for grandparents. We have a lot of grandparents raising grandkids because their children either died of a drug overdose, are in jail, or still in active use. And rather than putting those kids in foster care, the grandparents take them in. That's a really special type of relationship and a really special type of service that they need. So we've got a grandparents meeting. We also just started a spouses meeting. If you've got a spouse struggling, how do you cope with that? So the Stronger Together meetings really talk about things like guilt, grief, enabling, setting healthy boundaries, creating a recovery plan, a safety plan. How do I as a mom navigate my daughter's substance use disorder? I'll tell you, it was something I wish we would have had when Amanda was sick. It would have helped us make better decisions on her behalf. It would have helped reduce my stress level and helped me realize earlier on that I was not in control of it, that she had to find her own recovery. And as a parent, that's hard, right? Because you're the one who, when they're running in the road, you grab them back, and they're touching a hot stove, and you grab them back, and then when they're adults, that's not your role anymore.
Right.
And it's really hard to watch that. And still stay okay. So the Stronger Together meetings I wish we would have had. We also have family recovery coaches, which is like a peer coach, but it's for family members. It's somebody who's navigated this with lived experience. They go through 5 days of training, additional training on top of that to help family members. Like, what do you do? What do you do if your adult child is using in your home? Do you kick them out? Do you not kick them out? Do you give them money? How do I support them in a healthy way? And those family recovery coaches can help parents navigate that, spouses, people in relationships can help navigate that.
Talk a little bit about how Families Against Narcotics, the Great Lakes Bay sort of chapter, has grown. I mean, if you look back at that, it's been amazing, right?
Yeah.
And how people can get involved. You can give, you can be a volunteer, but just how it's grown.
So we just celebrated our 5th anniversary at our last meeting, which is always the second Thursday of the month. And I look at our executive board there, and Judge Harry Gill, who is still our president, has been our president since the start. There are so many people that are still on the board that have stayed with us this whole time. So when we started, we had one thing. We offered a monthly fan forum held here at Delta College, and we would provide different topics and discussions. Then we created Hope Not Handcuffs the next year. We just celebrated our 4th anniversary with that. We've helped over 500 local people get access services. And overall, Hope Not Handcuffs, I think we're over 8,000 people that we've helped in the last 4 years or 5 years that the program started. And then the next year we started peer and family coaches. And then we got a cool trailer, a hidden in plain sight trailer. And then we started Stronger Together. And then we started quick response teams. So what really started off as a monthly meeting has just evolved into looking at where the gaps are and how can we help fill those gaps.
Right.
And there are new novel programs on the way. Harmless, which is down in Detroit now, is a safe syringe program that we talked a little bit about. We don't have one that from a fan's standpoint, but we do have one in Saginaw now through the health
Right.
department. There are some novel approaches for redirecting people out of law enforcement or before they even get into the system to get them help instead. We're looking at novel approaches on how can we help folks.
Well, congratulations on 5 years and
Yeah, 5-year birthday.
many more. You've had a life-changing impact.
Thank you.
So not only your organization, but you personally. So,
I appreciate it.
and thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me again.
And thanks for joining us on the After Show.